Good morning, everybody. Actually, it's a little bit afternoon. I barely made it out here today because it's supposed to be icy, but I checked again before I left, and I checked again when I got here. It's not supposed to start till 4, so I drove up to somewhere close. It's about a half an hour from me, Swatara State Park, and I'm just going to check it out. I've been here for over a year, and I've never checked out this park, so let's see what we can do today and try to get back home before the icy stuff starts. Okay, this is recorded post-hike. I picked this up on my way out at the kiosk. I didn't have a local map of Swatara Park, believe it or not, as long as I've lived here, and it's only half an hour away. And I wanted to show you where we were at today. We started here on State Park Lane, and I just hiked a little bit up through here. But as you can see, there's lots and lots of hiking to be had here, and the entire park is huge. There's 34 miles of trails, so I do plan on going back, but today this video is in this section right here. Okay, so this is the parking lot I'm starting from. This is where the loop is supposed to start for Swatara State Park. I've never been here, like I said, and it's just, I don't know why. I pass it all the time. There's a place to start down there, and then there's a woods area back through here. Let me see here which way I want to go. Okay, I believe I'm going to start by going through the woods. I really don't like rail trails, and that's kind of more what that side looks like. So we're just going to start here. I don't want to be out for too long because of the weather, but I did want to see how this park was set up. It looks like there's a ton of trails here, and I don't know, over there I see some kind of a parking lot too. It must connect to this parking lot for additional parking. I don't know. I feel kind of rushed this morning because I don't know how the weather's going to go, and also my internet service went out, and it was on text with Comcast for a good hour, and it kind of put me behind this morning. You see beside me, I'm walking through these pines, which is kind of nice. Seems like a nice area to go. I've watched a couple of videos, but I never quite knew where people were starting from. And because there's a north loop and a south loop, and there's all these other trails in between, so I just downloaded Swatara State Park loop on all trails. It took me to this lot, and it looks like there's a nice long trail here. Beautiful. Beautiful. So like I said, I got started late. I wanted to start around 10 o'clock, but I had to check some things online, and my internet was out again. There's like a constant problem in my area where the internet for Comcast goes out all the time. People are switching to different services, but I also hear problems with that. So, but here I am. There's a little ice on the trail, just a little bit so far. Whoa, and I slipped on it. Can't figure that. Let me turn this around and show you. It's just a little bit, but if you're not paying attention, like I wasn't, you can slip on it. I don't know, I think I put my micro spikes in my backpack. I usually carry them. It's such a pretty little trail. But man, is it cold. Brr. It's 29. And kind of hard to film a little for longer than short clips because my hands are getting cold. So I put our first little split here. Trail loop A goes off to the left. I'm gonna go to the right. I guess this is A-1. Like I said, I'll probably only be out for about a half an hour because I don't want to get caught up in any kind of bad weather and have to drive in it. But look at this, it's so pretty. I never knew this part was so pretty. Now, I did know that I wanted to walk along Swatara River or Creek, but it doesn't look like any of this side goes by the water, unfortunately. However, as soon as I saw these beautiful pines, I wanted to walk through this woods anyway, even despite no water. Still pretty. Some of the trees here, looks like some of the bark's coming off. I guess just either an infestation or storms, not really sure. I think it looks like my camera's fogging up a little bit. Hopefully that doesn't last. I had to put my other fluorescent hat on, blaze orange, because I am hearing shots still, and even though I had the orange buff around my neck, I don't know how visible that is. I do also put orange tape and some bright colored handkerchiefs on my pack. I've been searching for a women's blaze orange down jacket. That way I could just put it on. I wouldn't have to worry too much. But I'm unable to find one in any of the brands that I trust, except for men's. And I'm not sure why that is. Man, just look at this. It's gorgeous. I love it. Really wish like I didn't feel like I was in such a rush today. But I'll just show you what I can. It just twists and turns through the woods here. Super, super cold. Gotta keep putting my gloves back on, so yeah. One thing I'm super grateful for are these heated gloves. I have them on low right now, but they have gotten me through many, many hikes. They're so nice to have, although they are bulky and they have little batteries in them, so they're a little heavy. I wouldn't want to take them naturally on an overnight or longer until I find a glove with the batteries that charge with the USB. I wouldn't do it. These charged, you have to have a wall plug for the type of battery. And look, a little hole. I like looking in these little holes. Hello. It's nice and thick back here too, so you'd think the chances of wildlife would be pretty high. Just so you know, this is what I look like right now. I switched off, like I said, to my blaze orange trapper hat and my heated gloves. I love the pants that I got. They were recommended to me by my friend Darcy. She has a pair or two. They are sheepskin lined or something like that, a little fur. They're very thick and nice, and I love them. So I ordered 3 more pair, and I got a shirt like that to go with it, which I wore yesterday and I got a little hot in. So today I just wore a thermal shirt under my down jacket. The fresh, brisk air. I'm really glad the icy area was short-lived. The trail is all leaves, very nicely maintained so far. It's a perfect walk in the woods. I don't know what this would be like in any other season yet, but I will definitely be back to show you and wonder if there's bugs or anything like that. But it's definitely shaded. Even though there's no leaves on these trees right now. I mean, there's some pine needles, but I'm sure it's pretty shaded. Okay, I've only gone about a mile in, but I'm gonna turn around and go back. I'm gonna check out the other side of this trail a little bit, and then I'm gonna head home because I definitely don't want to be in the icy conditions or driving when the weather turns. And you know, so far my weather app hasn't been that great as far as predictions, and it's not supposed to start till 4, but now my luck it'll start like at 2:30. So we made it back to the parking lot. There's still 2 trucks here, so 2 other people are on the trail somewhere. And this is what I just wanted to check this out for a minute. Probably won't go far down on it. This is State Park Lane. That's the lane I turned down off of 72. But apparently, you know, this part's closed to motor vehicles. And it looks like it's paved, so I'm not gonna really walk on it that far, but I'm gonna check it out in the map when I get home. But if you're coming up 72 to get to this parking lot, you will look for State Park Lane, and you will turn down the lane that I took to get to this parking lot, which also isn't the greatest of lanes. It's not gravel, but it's got a lot of bumps and potholes in it and stuff, so I don't know if I wanted to be doing it when it's icy out. Here comes another vehicle. Brr. Okay, I only went about 1.5 miles total. So I did get out, just not willing to risk the weather, and you know, the temp's down to 25 now, so it's pretty cold out there, and my phone was down to 50% in this cold weather, just in the 1.5 miles that I walked. So anyway, I'm gonna head home, and hope to see you on the trail again soon. Namaste.